Hi, welcome to the channel Dive into JS Thunder. In my previous videos, we have learned that what is closure function in JavaScript, how to implement closure function, and what is the scope chain in closure functions. Today, let's look at what are the advantages of closure functions. As we know that closure function can access the scope of outer functions or the global scope. That means the variables which are declared in the outer function or the global level of your file. We can access those variables in the closure function through the closure function. This that is the main advantage of closure functions. Because of this, we can reuse the same memory in a different points of. Here if you see, we have a function called create array, which is basically initializing the array, creating the new instance of the array with the length of 1000, and it returns the inner function. And this inner function is capable of accepting the input value, and which is trying to fill the arr variable, which is nothing but the variable which is declared by create array function. And the inner function is filling the array with the input value, and it returns the array. So this is how. Suppose our implementation at the line number 100 or somewhere, like we have to display the 10,000 times. Basically we have to fill the array with the 10,000 times, and we add some different line number, like example 400 or something, and where you want to initialize an array with the same length of 1000 but with a different value 20, or some different string or a different number, whatever it could be. So in that cases, we can use the same memory but passing the different values according to the requirement. So line number 100, you can pass the value 10, and line number 400, you can pass a 20, or some different string what you want. So this is the advantage of the a closure function, reusing the memory and capable of accessing the memory which is created or declared by the outer functions or the global functions. Let's see the same example. Let's execute and see the same example how it works. So it's the same example which I just showed you in the presentation slides. Let's pull this down the terminal, and yeah. So here if you can see, line number 12, I am trying to get the array instance. So I'm trying to call the create array function, which does the array instantiation, and also the it returns the inner function. So now I wanted to fill this array with the line with the value 10, and as we used array.fill value, so all the whole array of 1000 length will be duplicated with the value 10, repeated with the value 10. Let's see what it shows. Yeah, now you can see this how there are all the whole 1000 indexes are filled with 10. And suppose if you want to use the same array with a different value 10, or something. Let's give an example like a different. Let's take a apple, a string, different string. Because in JavaScript, like we can, it's not a strict typed, so we can pass any value to the array. So now let's execute and see what it returns. Yes, so when we call the line number 13, you can see it filled the array with 10,000 times, and when you call the same in a closure function with the value apple, it filled the same memory of the array with a thousand times. So we are able to reuse the same memory rather recreating the memory and using it. So this is the advantage of closures, and you can expect this as a must ask question in the interviews. I hope you're clear with the advantages. So the interviewer might ask, like, give a scenario. How can you avoid the situation of recreating the memory for the array of 1,000 length or array of some length he can give you. So that's where, like, you have to go for the implementation of the closure function. I hope you're clear now. Thank you.